Yeah, I did tell you that after the break, we'll have the Asking in the building, and join us, of course, to talk about this segment that you really love. It's DSA.
Hi.
DSA. Let me call you the way Carissa calls you. DSA.
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 Your baby is so beautiful.
Well.
Our baby is beautiful. Good morning.
Good morning.
My brother,
Yes,
the other brother is watching. My sisters and everybody watching. It's a great time to be alive. And happy Rapathon. Happy being a wonder that's a wonder.
Yeah.
And we're just excited about what's going on. But right now, we're going into the segment that tells you how to live your life the best way possible in this world. And I realized that today, especially in our world, in Africa, even in America and the western part of the world, seasoning, you can't make food without seasoning. And it has become such a big deal that, when you taste it, so the food is not nice, it's not tasting sweet, it's not tasting flavorful. And people have become so dependent on seasoning. Now, what we want to find out about this seasoning is that, why is it now so important? Why is it so, why are we so dependent on it for flavor in our food? And what are the disadvantages? Because I realized that before now, our parents, our grandparents never used to have seasoning. So how were their foods tasting? How did it become what it was? And how did it generate to what we are now? So that's what we're talking about today, your seasoning. I don't want to call any brand names, but you know, when we were growing up in Nigeria, they call all seasoning Maggi.
One particular one.
They just say Maggi. Put the Maggi inside. Meanwhile, it's just for the name, but it's called seasoning.
Yeah.
They call it stock cubes. They call it seasoning. It's loaded with different flavors from different things that make your delicacy flavorful.
Yes.
We have soybeans, we have fish, we have beef stock, we have chicken stock, we have all kinds of protein, plant produce that get food to be flavorful. And then we have herbs as well,
Yes.
which these companies claim to use to create their seasoning cubes. But is it? So today we're finding out what that is.
And just based on what you're saying, you've noticed that the seasoning we used to use then and the one we use now, it's like they are different, because then if you use just one, you could even still, you feel the taste in your food. But now you have to put like 3, 4, just so that you can get that taste that you're looking for in the soup. So we're wondering what is going on with this seasoning.
Did you see there was a creating record-breaking session that happened last week. Hilda Basi in Nigeria. She made the biggest pot of jollof rice.
Yeah.
You see the seasoning?
Yeah, she used over 200 and something thousand seasoning cubes.
Yes.
For that
pot of
250 bags of rice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
No, but even though, when I heard the seasoning cubes, I said, but anyway, so now, we want to find out why are people addicted to this seasoning, because it's addictive. Why is it no longer just something you use or you don't? It's optional. Just to put a little salt or don't put a little salt. It's now like you must put this seasoning, you must put this Maggi, you must put this. Otherwise, it will not taste well. You want to fry egg. You want to just normally fry egg or just required salt.
People don't even use salt anymore.
Yeah,
Rather use the seasoning, because they now know that the seasoning has, some amount of salt in it. So you just use the seasoning and then leave salt.
So now I want to tell you why people hooked. MSG is called monosodium glutamate.
Yes.
Okay.
It triggers dopamine and makes the brain crave more. This MSG is so much; it's literally a drug. And I think in the early 2000s, when I hearing late 1997, 98. Hey, don't use this particular brand of seasoning. There's MSG in it. There's MSG in that. Don't use it. Don't use it. Well, some were banned.
Yeah.
And then some were not so bad. But then we realized that this thing about MSG, first of all, people don't know how terrible it is.
Yeah.
It causes a lot, especially when it takes so much.
Yeah.
Because I know some young ladies that like put everything, egg, because there are some meals that I grew up with that you don't put any
You
seasoning.
don't put any, it's just salt.
When you are making akara, for example, you don't put seasoning. When you are making akara, is our bean pudding, you fry it. When you are making, there are some things that beans is flavorful by itself. You don't need to put so much seasoning.
Yeah.
But you see, now they'll put seasoning, fry. But you see,
Amazing.
and then we have this. So MSG is the main thing that makes these flavors not toxic and addictive. It makes you crave more. It makes you, it gives you this incomplete thing when you don't have it. It does the same way you are taking it. It changes your taste buds.
Yes, you taste flat. You begin to think
Your
that
taste buds begin to taste a certain way. You need to have the taste to want that seasoning.
Yes.
So it's like getting addicted to drugs, really.
That's just where I just wanted to comment on that, because you saying all this is really good and enlightening, because many wouldn't have known this if you hadn't brought it up. Like how people can just get, drawn to do a certain thing over and over again, like an addiction to drugs. There are some of these fizzy drinks, I don't want to mention any name, you drink and you are stuck on it. You have that craving, you want to go back to it because there's an addictive substance in
Yes,
it.
inside.
So what SMGSA is telling us today is that even these seasoning cubes you always want to cook with for the flavor, they are also addictive, just as you're addicted to drugs and some of those drinks that you can't help yourself.
Yeah.
You want to go back to
Yeah, because now you take a meal that is wholly prepared.
Yes.
And you are in your mind is tasting flat. Because that dopamine
Is in
that
it.
came from MSG
It's not
is
there.
not in it. And you're saying, why is it? It's not giving me that boom. It's not giving. You are addicted to drugs, my sister. So you need to. What we are telling people now is that I'll tell people to give yourself time.
Yeah.
And try what we're going to tell you today.
Okay.
Yes.
Right? Because I did it and it changed my life. It literally changed my life. All the dizziness, all the tiredness that you feel sometimes after working, all those major things changed for me
Yeah.
when I decided to stop using seasoning. Now, you can even make yours.
Yes, you can.
That will be done later because you know how we do on the show. But for now, there are herbal, there are
Yes,
spices
a
that
lot
you
of
get in
spices.
your local markets
Yes.
that will make your food tasty,
Delicious.
so delicious, so flavorful. And try it for a month or 2 weeks and see what happens.
Especially when you use them, the fresh ones. I mean, some people even still use the dried ones.
Even the
and
dried
even
ones.
the dried ones.
Even
are
the
also
dried
okay.
ones, because the dried
But
ones are easier
just
to store.
Try using fresh rosemary to cook your chicken.
There's this certain pepper that has
Black
a
pepper.
very, no, not the black one, it's red actually, but it has a very sweet flavor.
Yeah.
When you make stew with it, my goodness, you don't need to add any spice.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
It's beautiful.
Anyway.
Even the yellow kind too.
Yeah, the yellow one is
Oh,
really
it
good.
smells really nice.
I love it.
So now we have this herbal and natural alternatives. So we have
Yes.
oregano, rosemary,
Yeah.
Thyme.
basil. These are medicinal herbs. You can take thyme and put in warm water and take it as a tea.
Yes.
You find out that it's anti-inflammatory,
Yeah.
it's antibacterial. The same thing with basil. Basil, people used to make just throw one leaf inside jollof rice and all. No, just not. It's not as.
Even that bay leaf, right?
My goodness, so powerful, so powerful. It
Yeah.
cleanses the liver.
Yes.
And we have this other one.
I think
see-
this is favorite. This part I like ginger, garlic, onion, and curry leaves.
Nutmeg.
No, but you know
Coriander.
why I said ginger, garlic, onion. I was talking to one of our presenters on the station, Roots and Spice,
Yes.
because she does more elaborate discussions
Exactly.
about taking alternatives that are good for you. And I remember telling her there was one when I woke up one day and felt this very sharp pain in my back, and I was wondering, okay, what happened? So I was trying to trace why I was feeling that pain. And I discovered that, okay, when I was making my hair, maybe the way I was sitting and all of that. And the only thing that came to my mind was what was in my fridge. I had blended turmeric and garlic with ginger in water. And, I use it to cook. So it's always in the fridge. So I just took warm water, put it inside the warm water and drank it.
drank it.
It was like, I had to come and tell Ruth. I said, Ruth, it was like magic. In seconds, literally, I felt relief. Like,
It's true.
It was like magic. So when you say anti-inflammatory,
Yes.
most of these herbs,
Yes.
this is what they
For
do.
example, nutmeg. Nutmeg is so powerful.
Yeah.
You have to use it in bits.
Tiny.
Very
Yeah.
tiny bit, because
Tiny
just one little bit everywhere is full. But you see that nutmeg, that little thing you just scrape or something, just put on your tea or your warm water or something.
Yeah.
See, it's antioxidant. It removes pain.
Yes, does curry and thyme fall on the...
Relax now.
yes.
Coriander.
Yeah.
Curry came from coriander.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coriander is a plant that once you plant it in your compound, the whole place will be smelling very
Very
Yes.
beautiful.
that
Nice.
kind of thing. And then but there's curry, there is thyme. These are plants that we have in Nigeria. Like, they can be seen. You
Yes.
buy them fresh or dry.
Yes.
You know. Yes, mint leaves too. You know.
Oh, mint leaf.
These are herbs that regulate blood sugar. They regulate your liver. They regulate your they boost immunity.
Yes.
And you know, when you blend these things like ginger, garlic, onion, curry leaves, nutmeg, and add things like pepper, garlic powder,
Yes.
onion, just a little
Salt.
bit of salt,
Yeah.
you have your seasoning cube.
Yeah.
So we have, some people even do dried crayfish or dried fish.
Yes.
They blend it.
Blend it together.
And smoked fish and make it like a powder. That is perfect seasoning cube.
Yeah.
You know? So all these oregano, rosemary, all these things, they are so good for your food. I remember when I started seasoning my beef or chicken with just rosemary and mint, sometimes rosemary and oregano and black pepper. It was glorious. I mean, you taste the meat, and the taste is already in your
Yes.
brain for a long time. That's the power of nature.
Yeah.
Now, the thing about these things is that if you are used to MSG, you still not like it. You think it's flat. So I'll tell you, give yourself 2 weeks at least, or 3 weeks,
Yes.
and try these healthier options and see how your mind is. See how your body is. Things will not stick to your body. Not some people just take food and it sticks. They'll eat rice, it sticks. They'll eat this, it sticks. Nothing removes from their body. They are trying to go to gym to lose weight. This is the thing.
Yes.
Because your MSG in your food is making you eat more, and you are retaining more.
retaining it.
You are retaining water. But by the time you go into these healthy options, you find out you are passing out food easily.
Easily.
Yes.
Even with your healthy
The
portions. and all.
metabolism will be working.
Yeah, and just a little is enough for you.
Yes.
You don't want to take so much more.
much.
And then we have things like mixing it with salt. Now, the thing about MSG and salt, you know, man of God has told us about salt and how powerful salt is.
Have
Salt is a
salt
cleanser.
in yourself.
Salt is a preserver. Do you know that in the Bible, they use salt for cultivating produce in the soil?
Yeah.
Yeah. Salt is that powerful. Now, there are different kinds of salt. There's kosher salt, there's sea salt, there's pink Himalayan salt.
Yes,
You see all of
Himalayan
them,
salt.
and you'd be like, which one is not the there's
The one
iodized
with,
salt.
Iodine, yeah.
The iodine salt, they'll tell you, oh, that one is very good. Like in Nigeria, they'll tell you, iodine salt is very good. And you
You
just...
have Celtic salt.
Yeah, there's Celtic salt.
Yes,
I
Celtic salt.
you know, my sisters, they
Yeah.
have all kinds of...
I like the Himalaya actually. I use that one.
No, I usually like this pinch.
Pinch, yeah, just a pinch.
So, but you see, you need to be sure exactly. The most that I love, that I feel like is still full of all the minerals that we need, is the sea salt.
Yeah, sea salt.
Yeah, get your sea salt. So once you get these products in your kitchen, you'll find out that your meals are healthier, your children are healthier,
Yes.
you are healthier. Because you have a lot of young people that are having issues with hypertension or body
Yeah.
hormonal
Imbalance.
imbalance.
Blood issues.
And
yeah.
they'll tell you that, I don't know, I'm just eating. It's just normal rice I cooked this morning and I ate. What used to make it? Did you use your normal food? Listen, I know that what the deep state and the Bill Gates people, the Gates of Hell people, I know they've tried to penetrate to get people to eat those kind of foods, GMO produced food. Things like, there's some kind of fruits that we used to have when we were younger.
Yeah.
Guava leaf.
Oh, yeah.
if
Just,
guava-
can we take this video? I want
Yeah,
us to
take this
even
video.
see
Okay,
how to, how you can make your own seasoning cubes
Okay.
in your house. So let's
Go
take this
ahead.
video, and then when we come back, we'll continue. Stay tuned.
If you cannot cook without seasoning cube, then you need to watch this video immediately. What if I told you seasoning cubes just make you dependent on them? It's not your fault. You were never given a choice. Take a look at your grandmother's food. She used locust beans, crayfish, slow broth. Then companies came in and told us this is faster, easier, and just as good. But what they didn't tell us is it will change the way we taste food forever. Let's talk about how we are overdosing on salt. People are mixing soy sauce with salt. We're seasoning our food with seasoning cubes and adding extra salt. And then we're wondering why people in their 30s are having high blood pressure. Hypertension is killing more Nigerians than ever before, but we don't think it's our food. A whole generation has been manipulated into thinking that food cannot taste good without seasoning cubes. Now here's my assignment to you. Stop for 2 weeks. Try to use herbs and spices and natural seasoning and see how your food tastes. And
Okay, we'll probably just do another one later on like those people in the community, they're going to be getting some things from me that other people won't receive.
Right.
How to make your own homemade seasoning cube. And the thing about seasoning for a home, I love it how our mothers created things that were peculiar to us.
Yes.
Or you know, there's some foods that are peculiar to your home. So for ladies that are, or for women that are trying to create a brand or you know how you have a culture for your home. Yeah, this is a good way. This is a good time, and this is a good experience to ensure that you create this kind of blend for your family. Making sure that they're healthy. We send you videos and send you easy preparations that you can use. You can make them dry. You can make them creamy like you did.
Creamy. You just put them in the fridge.
In a jar.
You just,
and put them in the fridge and,
then
it's
you can
stored.
always
And
use
you can
it.
always take a spoon to put inside. Very flavorful, I'm telling you.
So you're saying we'll go back to the Iru, those of you that are the locust beans.
Locust beans is very medicinal.
Crayfish, and all this, all these
Dry
things
fish.
are what used to flavor
When you
our
blend
soup.
certain species of dry fish, it gives you a very, very beautiful and homely flavor.
Yes, even when
Try
you
it.
use roasted,
Even with your jollof rice.
yeah, roasted beef or roasted chicken, all of these things also help to give you that, taste
some people will tell
that
you,
you want.
Some people will tell you they want to make their food taste continental. They'll mix MSG with soy sauce and this.
That's the brownish stuff.
So that soy sauce now, get your soy, your soil, get it itself. Get the soya bean or whatever. Create whatever thing by yourself. That is just the only way now you can ensure that things are healthy, so that you don't consume the kind of salt that should not be consumed. Because now we've mentioned different salts. I will mention that that's another education for another day. Because when you see these brands in the market, you really don't know which one. They tell you, this one is very good for you. Oh, kosher salt is the best. Oh, Celtic salt. Oh, the iodine salt. So you really need to know which one is best for you. But then go for natural herbs.
Yes.
Go for natural products. Create the taste you want in your mind. Because there are times you spend time to create. On a Saturday, you can just go, okay, let me blend, then mix it together. This tastes fantastic for my meat or for my stew. And then that is now your stock cube. You store it in a container, and that's what you use for a period. It will be great.
And our man of God did tell us that salt is good.
Yes.
What makes these people say, oh, salt is a certain way, or salt
Because
is the other things that they add to
Exactly.
it, these chemicals
They chemicalize it.
that
Exactly.
are being infused in all of these things that you use to cook are what is causing the hypertension, the sicknesses that we see. But I mean, you rightly mentioned when you said that salt cleanses. Salt
It's powerful.
is very powerful. I can tell you how powerful salt is when you see someone who is going through maybe a stomach upset, and it takes just a pinch of salt in water, and immediately that thing just subsides. That's how powerful salt is. So salt is good. Take a lot of salt. It will do you good.
The thing about salt is that when we were growing up, my mom then, anything you have, any headache, your tummy, pain,
Just put
put
salt
in
salt and water
water
once.
and drink.
Take salt and water. So put salt in warm water. Teeth ache, put salt and water. And it was just like, we thought it was just one of those things.
500.
But yeah, it works. And it was like, that's what they put in drip. Now, things like dawa, locust beans, so medicinal. And they make your food flavorful. Like I said, you take just a portion and you'll be filled. you'll
And
be
then
filled.
It also affects the aroma in a very good way as well.
Yes.
Natural aroma.
And my point is that there's a way these flavors make your food so round. These other ones, you eat plenty. You eat a lot, much more, and you still not be full because of
But I'm sure when Benga said aroma, I'm just thinking in my mind that what he's thinking of is that, you know, when you fry that oil, then put the locust beans
You
inside, fry the oil, put locust, then put crayfish. You already know what I'm saying.
the people are not Nigerians, they know that. So it's too spicy.
Some of father sauce
Sauces,
already
you
being made.
understand?
The aroma is
It will
everywhere.
hit you.
Amazing.
Until I came to the West, I didn't find that funny. It was
Right.
just too much for me because there's a way we blend things and it doesn't just smell like that.
Yeah.
From the south.
Yeah.
We don't use locust beans in south. We use fish.
Yes,
Yeah.
fish,
Lots
everything.
of fish.
And crayfish.
Crayfish, all the fishes, all the
But-
crays, all the...
So
Prawns.
what flavor would you use to make your native black soup?
fish.
Fish. in it.
Boga fish.
Fish.
Crayfish.
All the fish in
lobster.
Wow.
Then the catfish that is
Oh my goodness.
roasted.
Yeah, the roasted
Yes.
one.
There's the smaller
Very
one in
tasty.
Benin.
Then you
the
put
smaller
a
one,
lot of-
they call it AMB variant, like the smallest catfish you blend. It's very,
Yes.
very tasty.
Wow.
Just put in any sauce to taste it, change the
The cause
taste,
of the taste.
flavor of the taste of the sauce, and
Yeah.
it just gives that Benin taste. You know?
We don't need seasoning
Then
cubes.
in your own part, when you want to cook some egusi, you have to
Yeah.
add some ogiri to it. See, we have
Yeah.
a lot of things to give you when you think about
But it's
these
better
things.
for you guys.
But what we're saying actually is that your body will thank you for every, thing you replaced with nature. That's really true.
Yeah.
Everything you replace with nature. Nature is the food that you should eat. Food is medicine or poison. The choice is yours.